So you're very welcome to the conference here in Malta. If I may begin by asking you to give us an introduction about yourself, what brings you here, and who you're representing.
Sure, thanks Patrick. So I'm here actually with two hats on. I'm here partly as a colorectal surgeon, professor of surgery, robotic surgeon, and we had a wonderful day yesterday discussing some of the new techniques that are associated with robotic surgery. But on the other side, much of the research I do is with MedTech, virtual reality, and we're presenting later on today on the main stage a new concept of how to bring virtual reality into the training of surgeons and the training within healthcare. And we're actually up for an award later as well, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
And when you mention some of these technologies and these advances, how adapted are they already, and what kind of new technology are we talking about in surgery especially?
Yeah, sure. I think what we find is often these technologies all look wonderful and they're all shining and all singing, all dancing technologies, but it's really trying to find a meaningful application. So really finding, that these things often are developed and there is no problem that they're developed for. So you build a product and then you look for the problem. But here we've got a problem in that there is a backlog of training, difficulty in access of training, difficulty in resources. So what we're trying to do is get an immersive experience which replicates real life, not to substitute real life experience, but to augment it. And I think we found a really good solution here with the virtual reality platform.
And when it comes to surgeons who are adapting to this new way of doing surgery, how has the feedback been actually?
Well, surprisingly, very, very positive, because as a surgical community, we have been quite backwards in adopting technology, and it's something which I've always done it this way, why should I change? But what we found is people look at the technology, realize how immersive and how real life it is, and say, look, this is actually going to change what we're doing. And everyone knows that there's resource constraints, time constraints, and if we can use technology in a meaningful application, then I think people will adopt it, and we're seeing really positive feedback with that.
It's your first time in Malta, I believe. Have you done any research regarding how advanced we are, say, on the island when it comes to MedTech?
Sure. So, this is obviously a wonderful week for Malta, and it's delightful seeing that Malta very much is a centre of the world this week, and hopefully for times to come. We as a surgical community have a big meeting coming up in January as well, so I'm looking forward to coming back. And it just seems to be a wonderful, thriving environment where people are meeting from different parts of the world, people are meeting from different industries and all coming together in Malta, hopefully to make things better for everybody.
How would you, I presume you've been to many conferences in general, how would you say MedTech, especially this conference, has been for you personally? What's your feeling on it?
Yeah, so I think what we're beginning to find is that there used to be very disparate groups of industry, clinicians, researchers, and everyone was doing things in silo. And we have found now that actually working collaboratively is way more productive, and those barriers have broken down. And it's conferences like this where you have people from very, very different backgrounds all coming together. And this is the modern way. And here in this beautiful environment in Malta, beautiful weather outside, I think you can see that people are buzzing with ideas, people are buzzing with energy, and it's that kind of enthusiasm that I hope that we can take forward from this.
Yesterday, of course, we had the Minister of Health and some other ministries who came. It was good to see them here. Have you yourself reached out to them, or will you be reaching out to them to continue maybe giving us some of your own knowledge going forward?
So we had one of the ministers in our talks yesterday, and robotics in particular is a big topic, particularly in surgery, and asking, look, how do we adopt this going forward? Because it's an expensive technology. What are the benefits? If we do bring this to Malta, if we do get our surgeons doing this, where are we going to see those benefits for a financial outlay? And I hope we can continue those conversations, because we've all been down the same road. And passing on our experiences from London and what we're doing in the UK, I think will no doubt help.
Okay, thank you very much. We wish you the best of luck, and we hope to see you many times in Malta.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Thanks.